that's basically it. I don't know. I worked with her at my place for on the last record. We wrote 3 songs, and the two of them that we wrote together, I never liked. They were more like the stuff that the Bad English or somebody else would get from her.
Yeah.
And I didn't like those. But the song Ghost Town was a song that I'd written maybe 8 years ago, and it just really never had a finished version of it. And she and I ended up fixing it together. So that's how come that came about. I mean, the ones that we wrote from scratch that she had more to do with, I didn't like.
I hadn't really.
So there's a couple Diane Warren songs out there, Diane Warren, Rick Nielsen songs that aren't number ones yet. And if they are, I'm not going to be in the band that does them. How about that?
Send them out to Michael Bolton. He'll sing them for you.
Yeah, really.
Well, I hadn't realized that you collaborated with her on the last record. I guess that was kind of before she rode this wave of success.
Oh, yeah. I actually sued her, too.
Is that right?
I did. I sued her because when she was there, she was complaining about everybody taking advantage of her and all this and that stuff. And then when it came time to split up for songwriting, she wanted more than her share, and I got a lawsuit and I won.
Is that right?
That's great. I did it. I probably never made the money back that it cost me for a lawyer, and we're still friends. But after I don't think it was even her so much. I think it was probably her attorney or some dumb thing. And I just got pissed off because here she was saying that everybody screwed her, and then she turned around and tried to do the same thing to me. So I said, forget it. But I did it out of principle. Because like I said, I'll never make the money back.
What song was that for?
It was called Ghost Town.
Oh, that was Ghost Town. I see. Yeah. As I recall, that was like the second or third single from last album, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the third one, I think.
Okay. Yeah. It seems like most of the tracks on Busted they seem like single material. Did you guys?
God, that'd be great if we could get them all to be singles.
Did you guys really bust butt to put this record together?
Oh yeah, we worked real hard. It's never easy, and especially after doing as many records as we have, and try to do records that don't just have one great song and then the rest of the junk is just junk. There's too many bands that do that. I think they rely on their one thing. We've always been known as an album act, anyhow. I think.
Yeah.
If you think about it, we really haven't with 14 albums. I don't think we've charted that well. And I want you to, maybe Japan's a little different. We've had a few more singles, but we've really been known more as a live act and an album group, I believe.
Do you think that?
Although I think our songs are worthy of being singles, but we try to make the songs as good as possible. And hey, if radio will play them, that's great.
I guess with the success of the Flame and all, maybe you were under a little more pressure than before to come up with something that would chart, though. Or was that not the case?
I don't know. No, I think we just try to make a good record. I mean, I think we have hits on albums from before that never did anything, and so I don't think we're under the gun or under any threat to do it. I think we just want to make good records.
Yeah.
And if we were just concerned about singles, I mean, wouldn't put some of those songs like Busted on there or something like that. But they're just fun rock and roll songs, Rock and Roll Tonight. I mean, yeah, if you heard it enough, hey, I think it could be a great single. But those are we're a band, we play fun stuff, but we do ballads too, and we do weird stuff, and then we do pop tunes. We have all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's why it seems kind of strange. It's just sort of out of nowhere you would have a number one in the Flame, because it wasn't really a great departure, or it didn't stand head and shoulders above your previous work.
Yeah, I agree. But that's maybe somebody will start buying all our old records. I think a lot of people didn't even know we were either they didn't know we were still together, or they thought last album was our first record. Some people had never heard of us.
One of the questions here that was provided by a writer in the magazine says that "Can't Stop Falling in Love" sounded a lot like a Rod Stewart track, and as it turns out, I guess Rod apparently had wanted to use that song.
Yeah, he did. He wanted to use it, and we told him no. And he said he wanted to use it for his first single on his upcoming record. And I'll tell you, we were real tempted to give it to him. But, it's our first single now, so.
And that was written by the three of you, huh?
Uh-huh. Actually, I wrote it a long time, or well, not a long time. I wrote it for the last album. I actually wrote it as an instrumental, and then I put some music to it, and then Robin wrote some lyrics, and then Tom, it's like it sort of fell together out of nowhere. And we'd actually sent a song to Rod Stewart a couple years ago, and he never used it. And then he heard this one. He says, "Oh man, I love it." I said, "Well, did you ever hear the other one?" He said, "No, I never heard it." Management or somebody never gave it to him. So I guess we'll just have to write him something else.
Is that something you do commonly? Provide?
No, but that's how the song went. I mean, I wrote it as an instrumental, and then at the last minute, I came up with the lyric, to the chorus. But Robin wrote the verses. So.
How did Rod get wind of it?
Well, he was in the studio at the same time we were. For this album, he was out at A&M doing some tracks, and we saw him there. Robin took the tape over to him, played it for him.
Do you admire his stuff now at all?
Oh yeah, I like Rod Stewart's great. I've known him for years and years. We're not close, but I knew him back when he was with Jeff Beck.
Many moons ago.
Yeah, a couple of years.
A couple of years, yeah.
Yeah, I heard. Did you want to talk to Robin?
After we talk to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How much time do we have?
I'm working, but you tell me. I mean, just start asking me questions. I guess I talk too much.
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, we were told we would have an hour for each of you, which seems excessively long. So if you want to set a certain amount of time, I'll go by that.
Yeah. Well, just you ask me what you need to know from me, and then I'll give you to Robin because he's in the next room.
Okay. Well, we've got like a slew of questions here.
Okay.
This is like they're planning on doing a possible cover story on you guys. So that's why you kind of provided quite a few questions here. Okay.
Hang on one second.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. Walk Away features backing vocals by Chrissy Hind.
Yes.
The guy here notes that the rhythm guitar kind of sounds like her as well, but is that you playing?
It's me. Well, you can say it's her. It'll help sell records. Yeah, she played it. Actually, she didn't play it, but I think it's me.
Did you? How was it?
I think so.
How did she get on the record?
She was in the studio when we were, and she was mixing her new record. We've been friends for a long time, and I think I was asked to go over and just say hi to her, and said hi, and then we sent Robin over. He said, "God, we got this cool song. It'd be great to see if she would sing on it." It was the only, we didn't give her 5 songs. We gave her one song. She asked if she would sing, and she said, "Yeah, if she'll, let her hear the tape." She heard it. She really liked it, so she came over and sang it. It's great, because she's one of the most well-known singers, male or female, and to have her just singing like a background part, it was kind of cool. Not having her do like a duet with Robin or something.
Yeah. Does it always click that smoothly though? I mean, I can imagine, you bringing a big name into the studio, have her sing and say, "Yeah, well that sounded really good, but maybe it's not quite what we were looking for. Sorry, but we're gonna have to lift your voice."
Well, no, it wasn't. She says, "Hey, if you like it and you can use it, great. And if you have a problem with getting, clearance from another record label, she says, hey, just don't even put my name on there." So it was, it's like she did it as a friend, as a gesture, and that was it. I mean, friends.
You didn't have to credit her as hissy crying.
No, no, and heck, I don't even think we paid her. I know we didn't pay her. So we had Bruce Hornsby came in and played on Rock and Roll Tonight, but we ended up taking him off.
Is that right?
Yeah, because the part just didn't work with what we were doing. So, that was, it wasn't we based it around him. I went to him and I said, "Hey, Bruce,